But as I was saying, she's still mad at me. She's still bitter. We're still talking on the phone. She's still trying to get me back. And I'm like, I don't know, man. But so I get my daughter. I go up there to get my daughter and I bring her back to my hometown around a new girlfriend. And this new girlfriend was like, you spending all this time with your daughter? I'm like, wow, this is a little baby. And she was just showing her true colors. It's like, damn, this is a child, my newborn. She had a son too. This is a newborn, and you jealous? And that was just doing something to me. And at the same time, my mother of my children is like in my ear, come, leave her, come back over here. I forgive you. So one day I was just tired, man. I was fed up, and I asked my dad for some advice. I mean, what you think I should do, Dad? You're like, go up there and be with your family. Go up there and be with your kids, with your daughter. Make it work. So I remember that this time period, I remember my pagan witchcraft girlfriend was like, I've been praying for you. Praying that you can open your eyes and see. And I did. I saw. I'm like, wow. But I don't think it got anything to do with her pagan thing. I think it's got something to do with God and his purpose for your life. Now that I know now and look back. So I finally moved. I tell a girl it's over. I'm going to be with my kids because I watched my dad raise me and my sisters and my brothers. And I was like, I'm not finna be a deadbeat father. I'm finna take care of my family. So I go up there. Everything's going pretty smooth. Everything's going pretty good. It took time to get back in the groove of things because of what I did. It was always in the back of my mind, and I remember she always telling me she'd never repay me for that. But everything was going smooth. I'm getting close to my daughter. Next thing you know, I got a son on the way. But fast forward before that, but I did miss a major event out, about hurricane. You remember I told you I was supposed to have been stationed in New Orleans, Louisiana. When I was gonna change over and re-enlist in the military, and they told me I couldn't. That first year out, Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. It's supposed to hit Mobile. It hit New Orleans. I would have been there. Everything happened for a reason. I would have been there, man. I would have been there with all that rioting and stealing and all the crazy stuff that went on during Hurricane Katrina. But I guess God had another plan. I just wanted to throw that one out there because I'm trying to bring things back to my memory. So it's a little out of whack, but you'll get it. You'll get the picture. So as right now, my life ain't going too smooth. I'm private, but I'm working good. I'm doing good where I'm at. Things working good. We're buying a house. Everything going smooth. She working, I'm working. We're making enough money to have multiple cars, pay our bills, be on time, and all of a sudden, all hell start breaking loose. She lose her job. I lose my job. I start fighting demons, hearing voices, all kind of things. But I'm keeping in mind at the time I'm prideful, I'm boastful, and also her witchcraft belief system is kind of bleeding into me. We used to watch a lot of stuff about ancient aliens and this and that, and I'm like, man, it's got to be other gods. Can't be just one God. Can't be. Ain't no way. Jesus can't be the only way. So during this time period, I started hearing voices, started fighting demons, started going through spiritual warfare hard, paranoia, everything known to man happening to me. Losing jobs, can't find a job, all kind of things going on. Thinking I got married by this time. No, I ain't get married yet. I wasn't married, still wasn't married yet. I'm going through hell and high water. I'm like, what is going on here, man? I think I'm going crazy. I'm trying to pray. I'm trying to do anything. I'm hearing knocks at the door, open the door, nobody there, all kind of stuff. So One time somebody knocked on the door and I opened the door. I was like, man, I'm gonna put some baby powder down or something on the steps and see if anybody walk up. So I hear a knock one time. I open the door, I see footprints in the, I'm like, what the hell? I'm taking pictures. I'm seeing demons in the pictures. I'm like, what in the hell is going on with me? Lord, what the hell? I'm paranoid. I'm becoming angry and mean. Like I'm about to do something stupid, crazy. To the mother of my kid at the time. We weren't married. We just shacking up. I didn't feel marriage was an important thing. It ain't something I gotta do. You understand? I'm fighting demons. And I remember one day, one of the worst days of my life. I was paranoid, I was jealous, I was thinking she was scared of me. Because I'm always accusing her of cheating and this and that and all kind of stuff. And I remember one day I did one of the most horrible things ever. I remember she went to work, she had started working. She went to work. I was just so paranoid. I used to wait outside the job for her and all kind of stuff, man. Crazy stuff. I remember one this day I was like, man, I'm going out there. I told her, I said, leave work. And I had a feeling she was sleeping with somebody else. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did, people. And she claimed her period was on. I'm like, whatever, show me your period on. I made her pull her pants down in the car and show me. She was scared of me. She was afraid of me. I was that type of person at that time. That demonic activity I was facing, I didn't know how to face it. And I was just accusing, going through all kind of things. And I remember I picked her up and I took her home. After that, I was like, what the hell? I was having a nervous breakdown. I'm like, what the hell is going on? This ain't me. This ain't the type of person I am. And I cried out to the Lord. I said, Lord Jesus, why am I going through what I'm going through? And I had a bookshelf in my bedroom. She was sleeping. I had a bookshelf in my bedroom. It was like all witchcraft books and stuff like that. It was like witchcraft. I'm like, wow, witchcraft. It dawned on me right then. I said, I need to go see my mom. I need to go back home to Mobile. And I told her, I said, you need to pick me up. You need to take me to Mobile. You know. And I remember on the ride there to Mobile, I'm praying, I'm telling her about this. She's like, there are many gods. It's a God of the tree, a God of the clouds. And I'm like, I ain't want to hear none of that, though. After God pointed out witchcraft, I wasn't hearing nothing she was saying. I knew why I was going through what I was going through. I was like, I got to get to Mobile ASAP. And she dropped me off at Mobile at my brother's house, and I was smoking weed at the time. That didn't do nothing. Didn't make my mind go even crazier. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I get to my brother's house, and she dropped me off and go back. And my brother, I was like, I got some weed, man, let's smoke. He's like, what's wrong? I was like, man, I'm just going through some things, man. I need to come home. And I remember I smoked through some weed, and I walked down the stairs to my brother's kitchen. And as I walked down the stairs, the whole room transformed. I never had a trip like this on weed before. But the whole room transformed to another room. And I saw faces with black eyes. I saw my girlfriend's family, mother of my kids' family, with black eyes, and people in that city with black eyes, and they were after me. Then as I was doing that, my brother come down the stairs, and the whole room changed back. My brother like, you okay? I said, yeah, I'm good, man, but I need to call my mama. I said, you need to call my mama, man. I feel like I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. So my mom called. I called my mom. She come, my sisters come, and they comforted me. And I told my mom, I said, I need you to pray for me. Pray for me hard. Pray for me. We went upstairs into a room. She prayed over me, and I was like, I got to go to church Sunday. I want to go to church Sunday. I never really told my family members too much of what was going on in my life, little bits and pieces when I was going through the spiritual warfare. You know, one of my sisters I used to tell, but not too many folks. But they knew I was going through some things. Because I was like, I'm a man, I'm going to handle this. So, my mom like, I'm going to church Sunday. You can come to church with me. So before Sunday, like Friday, my mom called. She's like, I got something planned. I ain't going to church Sunday, but my sister, your sister, is go to church with her. And I remember at this time I had like a few cigarettes left, and I wasn't eating. We lost a lot of weight. I was almost the size I was when I left the military. You know, and that really, without realizing, I realized I was fasting, and I realized that's how I had the vision. But anyway, that's a long study here, not there. That's how I have to tell that in a book or something. So my sister she was like, you can stay in this room. She cleaned it out. She put a Bible in there, because at this time, her husband are real close with God. And she put a Bible in there and stuff like that. And I tried to read the Bible. I couldn't read it. I tried to read the Bible over years. I couldn't read it, couldn't understand it. No matter what I did, it was like gibberish to me. And I went to church with her that Sunday. I hadn't even stepped into church yet. I had one cigarette. I smoked it before I went in. I put it out. I wasn't even at the church, and I'm crying. I can feel the Holy Spirit. I'm crying as soon as I step in the door. My nieces are crying with me. I sit down at the pew, we're crying some more. And the preacher gets up there. Some of y'all are being plagued by witchcraft and sorcery. And you need to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. And I answered the call. I gave my life to Jesus Christ that day. And I left that church feeling a lot better. My mind's still messed up. My mind's still cloudy. I'm still fighting the voices and the demons. I'm back. When I get back to the house, God has me he says, pick up the Bible and start reading. Started reading from Genesis, and I just kept reading. I was so intrigued by the Bible. He opened my eyes up, gave me the wisdom to understand the words I was reading for the first time in my life. And I haven't been eating. And I was sitting outside, and a squirrel was walking across the fence line. He was eating some chestnuts or nuts or something. He was like, and a voice in my head said, eat. My appetite came back. I'm still depressed. I'm ready to go back home to my family. Even after all this was revealed to me, I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to go back. And I prayed. And God was like, go back. Have her come pick you up. Now that makes no sense, don't it? I get a vision of witchcraft and sorcery. Go to churches about witchcraft and sorcery, man. Then girlfriend, staying home, shacking up partner is a witch. Go back. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. But I'm a new person now. I'm reading that Bible. I'm like, let's go back. I'm going back. I called her. She was like, you sure you ready to come back? I like, yes. Come pick me up. She came and got me. I'm a different person. I'm spreading the gospel. I'm spreading every time I read. My daughter's there. I'm telling her everything I know. I'm seeing things. I'm seeing witchcraft. I'm seeing everything God's showing me. I'm praying. I started losing more. But I remember one victory we had. I got her to burn all her witchcraft books up. And I remember she was like, hey, if I do this, those demons and devils are going to be upset with me. I'm like, don't worry about that. God has you. Now remember, I burnt the books up. But I forgot, I left some time. When I came back, God put it on my mind, marry her. Now that's before I knew about you shouldn't be unequally yoked with non-believers and all this. But a voice in my head said, marry her. You can't live like this, Houston. You can't live outside of marriage. Marry her. So I married her. I remember the day we was gonna get married, all kind of hell was breaking loose. But we ended up getting married at the courthouse. We got married, so I'm married. I'm like, I'm lining up with the word. Yes, yes, things for to work out. Things for to do so much better now. Oh man, I gotta burn the books up. I'm hating everybody. I ain't smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, doing nothing. I ain't even cussing no more. I'm getting holier than now. I'm reaching people, but I'm pushing a lot of people away because of the way I was being taught But like I said, that victory, I burned the books. I got her to burn the books on like, boy, that's a great victory. I'm still fighting the voices in my head. I'm running out, praying to God. I ain't watching TV no more. Seeking God constant. I spent many times laying on the trampoline talking to God, trying to get these voices out of my head. I'm telling my family members, Lord, I'm hearing voices in my head. You're going crazy. You think the military messed you up? No, the military messed me up. I know what I'm going through. I'm going through spiritual warfare. I'm going to keep praying. I'm going to keep praying. You need to go to a retarded home. No, I know what I'm going through. I'm winning battles. I'm losing battles. God's revealing me there are more witches in play than just her. She's the only one that told you the truth. There's more witches here. Give me the vision. The vision I told you. It's more witches. I'm fighting, trying to keep my family together. My son is born. We lose the house. We move somewhere else. I'm finding witchcraft, voodoo dolls in my yard. Somebody don't want me here. All kind of stuff going on. I'm like, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm a child of the Most High God now. I start working again. Things seem like they're looking up better. I'm married. Things are getting better. I'm working with this place. I'm like, man, I'm looking for a house. I've been liking this house over here. He was like, I own that house. You can move in that house. Just get the water heater fixed. Get a new water heater. So we went to Alabama Power. We get a water heater. We move into the house. All hell start breaking loose again. I lose my job. Come to find out my wife is cheating on me. I'm still praying. I'm still seeking God. My son is 1 year old. My daughter's in school. I'm still ministering to them. I'm trying to make music. Losing the job, losing my family. And one day I remember, I had my son in my arms, praying, seeking God. I'm praying. I found out my wife cheated on me. And she's finna go out of town with her auntie. I forgave her for the cheating. I'm trying to find out she's finna go out of town with her auntie. I wake up, it was raining this morning. I wake up. I'm like, where's Julie? I'm like, I know her, she going with her aunt, but where is she? So I had my son in my arms. I walked out the door. I see her sitting at a neighbor's house with her bags packed. I'm like, what the hell is going on? You just going to the hospital. You know, so I called her. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I'm just waiting on my ride over here. I said, why are you waiting at the house? And a voice in my head said, snatch the phone. So I snatched the phone from her. I'm like, whoa. She gets mad, boy. She gets mad. She's kind of pushing on me or something. And, you know, trying to get her phone back. I ain't give you nothing back. So that led me to believe this must be something on this phone. And we arguing, we verbally fighting, we pushing and shoving. She tell her mom, she was like, call the police. Call the police on me. They called the police. Voice in my head said, leave walking. So I started walking. And I started looking at the phone. I don't know who was at work here. So I look at the phone. She's planning to meet up with somebody. And after I forgave her, I'm mad. I'm mad now. I wanted to keep walking. My voice says, turn around. So I turn around and come back to the house. And we get into a physical altercation. And I remember this time, I put the phone in my pocket and I'm mad, I'm upset now. I grab her by the neck and I choked her. And I let her go. And I walk around for a second, I'm mad. I'm mad. But I remember something she told me before the physical altercation got to that point. She's like, you thought I forgot about what you did years ago? When you slept with that girl and left me pregnant? I'm like, what? I'm like, man, you forgave me for that. I ain't forgive you. Somewhere along those lines. I'm mad as hell. So anyway, I choked her, I let her go, and I choked her again. And I let her go. Now, I remember when I let her go the second time, the house lit up, the sun came through, and the police walked through the door. like he was like an angel. He grabbed me. He didn't put no handcuffs on me or nothing. He grabbed me gently. And leads me to the police car. No handcuffs, no nothing. Sets me down in the back seat. First time ever going to jail in my life. I don't count military jail. First time getting ready to go to jail in my life. But I'm praying to God, Lord, help me, be with me. A voice in my head saying, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Now, how's everything gonna be okay? I just choked this 110-pound woman twice. Out of character. I'm a Christian, supposed to be. Everything's gonna be okay. She come back to the car. The police car, he's like, she says you have her phone. Do you want to give her her phone back? I said, no. I said, I pay for these phones. He let me keep the phones. And I go to jail. I'm getting booked in. I said, I got to call my family members. I called them. I was like, man, I'm in jail. They're like, what? So this is not like me. I'm not the type of person to just go off the deep end. So I'm in jail talking to my family members right now. Let me pause and continue.